There's a certain kind of tiredness that doesn't come from your body. It comes from your heart. A tiredness that forms when you keep showing up, even when no one shows up for you. When you keep giving, even when you are quietly falling apart. When you keep caring, even when the care is not returned. Most people don't talk about this exhaustion because it looks kind, it looks responsible, it looks loyal, it looks loving. But what it feels like is heavy, like you are pouring from a cup that no one ever thinks to refill. Today, we're going to explore this, the invisible weight of caring too much, the heartbreak of overgiving, and the beautiful, soft journey back to yourself. Welcome to Quiet Soul. Where overgiving is born, overgiving rarely starts in adulthood. It begins in childhood, quietly and early. You may have grown up in a home where love was inconsistent, so you learn to earn it by being helpful, polite, obedient, responsible. Maybe your feelings were ignored, so you learn to care more about others than yourself. Maybe you had a caregiver who was overwhelmed, so you became the emotional adult long before you were ready. Maybe conflict scared you, so you learned to keep everyone happy to feel safe. Or maybe you simply had a soft heart in a hard environment and no one taught you how to protect it. Overgiving is never a flaw. It is an adaptation, a survival strategy that helped you once but now quietly hurts you. The many disguises of overgiving. Overgiving doesn't always look dramatic. Most of the time it hides behind kindness. You might apologize too quickly, fear disappointing people, accept mistreatment just to keep peace, say yes when you want to say no, drop your needs to prioritize someone else, take responsibility for emotions that aren't yours, give chances beyond what is healthy, be loyal to people who are careless with you. Overgiving also appears in smaller moments. You text first, you check in more, you remember dates, feelings, stories, you try harder, you forgive faster, you adjust your tone, your words, your schedule so the other person stays comfortable. And yet, you end up the one who feels alone, because when you overgive, you don't leave space for others to meet you halfway, and when they don't, you blame yourself. The psychology behind caring too much. Psychologists often link overgiving to 1. Fear of abandonment. If I don't give enough, they'll leave. 2. Low self-worth. My needs matter less than theirs. 3. People-pleasing conditioning. My value comes from being useful. 4. Avoiding conflict. If I make everyone happy, things won't fall apart. 5. Deep empathy with no boundaries. You feel others' pain stronger than your own. 6. Childhood emotional neglect. You weren't cared for properly, so now you overcare for others. But the most important truth is this: overgiving is never about generosity alone. It's about fear. Fear of being unloved, fear of being replaced, fear of being seen as difficult, fear of not being enough. You learned that love was conditional, so you became someone who always earns it. But love, real love, is not something you have to work this hard for. The emotional cost of overgiving. When you care too much, your heart starts to leak in quiet places. You begin to feel unappreciated, invisible, taken for granted, drained, resentful, confused, lonely even in relationships. You start feeling like a background character in your own life. The worst part isn't that others don't reciprocate. The worst part is how deeply you blame yourself for it. You wonder, why am I the only one trying? Why does it hurt to care so much? What's wrong with me? But nothing is wrong with you. The problem isn't that you give too much. The problem is that you give to people who don't know how to receive or return. Understanding why you attract takers. People who overgive often attract people who overtake, not because you are weak, but because you are open. People feel safe leaning on you, but some lean too much. Some take advantage. Some grow comfortable being poured into without ever pouring back. Your softness becomes their convenience. Your support becomes their expectation. Your care becomes their comfort zone. But you become slowly emptier. This pattern doesn't mean you should give less. It means you should give differently, to people who meet you, who see you, who value you, who give back. Healing, reclaiming the space you give away. Healing from overgiving isn't about becoming cold. It's not about caring less. It's about caring fairly. It's about giving without abandoning yourself. Here's the gentle process. 1. Pause before you give. Ask, am I giving from love or fear? 2. Let silence do more work. Stop rushing to fill emotional gaps. Let others step forward. 3. Begin asking for small things. Help, time, clarity, effort. Watch how people respond. 4. Build micro boundaries, tiny limits, nothing dramatic, just small lines that say, I matter too. 5. Release the belief that you must earn love. Love that must be earned is not love, it's approval. 6. Accept that you deserve reciprocity, not constant giving, but consistent balance. 7. Let relationships reveal themselves. When you stop overgiving, two things happen. The right people step toward you. The wrong people step away. Both are blessings. What healthy giving feels like. Healthy giving is gentle, balanced, quietly peaceful. You give because you want to, not because you're scared not to. You care from fullness, not emptiness. You show up without bending your spine to make others comfortable. You love without losing yourself. You stop chasing emotional crumbs and grow comfortable with emotional honesty. And slowly, you realize something powerful. You never had to shrink to be loved. You never had to overextend to be chosen. You never had to overgive to be valued. You only had to be you. If caring too much has exhausted you, this is your reminder. Your heart is not the problem. Your softness is not the flaw. Your empathy is not a weakness. You simply learn to give without learning where to stop. And now, you are learning the balance. You are learning the boundary. You are learning the beauty of choosing yourself as gently as you've chosen others. You are not here to save everyone. You are not here to carry every weight. You are not here to abandon yourself for love that does not stay. Your care is precious. Your love is rare. Your presence is a gift. And you, even in your quiet, tired, giving heart, are worthy of being cared for too. Welcome home to yourself.